Hey everybody, Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven, and once again on the EU West server. Special guest being definitely not Ocelot. It's definitely not Ocelot. Sporting his Halloween Smurf account. So it should be interesting. I don't actually know the ELO of this particular account that he's playing on. Let's see. I don't think I know anyone else in this game either. So I really don't know, but he does stream on this account pretty frequently, so I'm assuming it's relatively high. Hopefully at least around 2K so we can get a decent game. Everybody else, you know, on his team seems to be gold or diamond, but everybody on the opposing team is pretty much platinum, except for two diamonds. So yeah, it should be relatively good ELO, hopefully a good game, but from what it looks like, the red team may be at a little bit of a disadvantage here, just from the experience. So hopefully Taric's game can actually start eventually. There we go. Yay, starting. So we have Team Big Axes, Sion and Darius on the same team. Definitely not. I have not seen a Sion in an extremely long time, nor have I seen an Urgot in a while. I'm a little bit confused about that as well. I'm kind of going to be guessing that Kha'Zix goes mid, since I've seen a lot of Kha'Zix in mid lane lately, just because he's so powerful in mid lane against those AP champions. He just does so much ridiculous damage with those void spikes and his leap. Taste their fear. Anyway, yeah, it's always a good time. You could have, yeah, I don't know, maybe Sion supporting. Yes, Sion is going to be supporting a very interesting support lane. I do recall having him support a couple times way back in the day, like before the meta was really established, like in season 1 and stuff. He'd be a good support champion along with Taric. Like, you could run Sion Taric on the same team and it was insane. It was really, really good combination to have. But they've nerfed Sion quite a bit, so I don't know how effective he's really going to be anymore. No one seems to be making an aggressive play. Darius is already recalling. I'm not exactly sure why he would recall. Maybe waiting for one more potion right when the game starts. Yes, one more potion on his way up, just so we can get that 4 health potion. Definitely not a bad idea. It sounds like he's probably worried about this lane. Rumble opting for the Doran's shield early. Very interesting move by him, but it should prove to be relatively beneficial. I mean, it's super effective. And that is going to give Amumu a nice little leash, a smiteless leash even. And that's going to be excellent for him. Kha'Zix going real hard in the paint, doing a lot of damage to Lux, but Lux almost exchanging it all back evenly. So this is going to be a really tight matchup. I'm not sure who will come up on top. Urgot is still one of the biggest bullies in lane. Once he hits level 2, if he hits that corrosive charge and then just smashes those acid hunters, you can be working with a lot of damage. Graves is a great pick against him, just because Graves has that passive and he's just a lot more tanky, so he's not going to penetrate nearly as much armor. Nice little shield at the last second coming out from Sion. But it doesn't look as if he's really going to be able to do anything with it. He's not going to do any damage. He's just going to do a little bit to the front line of the minions. So he ends up not taking damage. Amumu came out real hard for the gank, and they get a nice, beautiful snare. That is going to be a first blood for the Lux. Holy cow, that's going to be super effective for them to keep going. Oh, a nice apprehend going on to Rumble. Rumble has that Doran shield, going to be able to survive quite a bit. But he does not have any health potions. That's why I'm a little bit worried about that. Oh, Darius is getting caught out of position by Amumu. Oh, great stun coming out. Are they going to be able to follow up on it? Nice ignite coming on with that. And yes, the flash tantrum is going to be enough. He's creep blocked. That was almost extremely dangerous. But Amumu gets out of there. And wow, that is going to be super effective if they keep that up. Xin Zhao almost going down to Lux, and Lux almost going down to him as well. Oh, a leap coming out. Doesn't go over the wall. Just goes straight up now like he's on a little trampoline. Definitely some of the hazards of having champions that have those gap closers. A lot of times they have a lot of issues going through walls, I've noticed. It's not quite like Flash to where it will just kind of shove you over the wall if you're close enough. It never really does that. But you know, it's casualties. You have to know the distance that you can go, since all of them are pretty much different. Arcane Shift is super long. The Tristana's jump is really, really long. And I believe Kha'Zix Sleep is pretty long as well. I know Blanc's Distortion's pretty short, unfortunately, but that happens. Lux able to get a nice snare and just a little bit of damage. And it looks as if, yeah, she's just going to last hit at the tower as possible. And that will give her enough. Xin Zhao is going to cover mid lane while Kha'Zix goes back. And I'm not sure why Kha'Zix went back. I was assuming that he was going for an item. It looks like he may just be going for those boots. Yeah, that's all he really has is the boots and the crystalline flask. Nothing too crazy. Sion is pretty much completely out of mana. Great stun, dazzle, bandage toss combo with the corrosive charge. That is going to be a whole lot of damage and most likely a dead Sion. He has the... yeah. I don't know why they ignited. Oh, back in mid lane, Lux gets a double snare combo. She gets knocked up in Kha'Zix, so they're going to tower dive this and be just fine. Gets down to a little bit less than half health, but very, very healthy Xin Zhao is going to be able to recover. Gets a level up from the lane. Even on top of that, Lux just, there's no way she was going to get out of that. She does have barrier and flash, but barrier is just not going to be strong enough, and it looks like it was on cooldown as well as her flash. So when she has situations like that, it's going to be dang near impossible for her to get away if she gets ganked out, way out of position like that. In the meantime, in top lane, Darius is ahead in CS by just a few, you know, only by 5, so nothing too crazy. But it's definitely still something we need to keep an eye on, since no one in the top lane has a kill. No one's going to really have a swing of an advantage. I'm not sure why red team keeps pinging retreat for mid lane. It's very interesting that that keeps happening. It's the second time I've really seen that. Red team's now pinging for top lane, guessing that it's possible that they're going in for a nice fight. The Apprehend coming down, but Rumble's going to be able to get away just alright. And the red team has a ward, or the blue team has a ward there, and was able to ping out the Amumu, so he knows that it's going to happen. Lux is here now. She's also level 6. This could be an insane tower dive. They're predicting it, but there's nothing that they're going to be able to do. Oh, Darius finally knows that they're there, and he is going to back off almost instantly. Lux doesn't want to be in that position. It just took too long. And now, oh, Kha'Zix is pinging out. Oh, this could not be good for Lux. Lux is going to throw on that shield, missing the bind, and wow, Kha'Zix is so fast. He should be able to catch up to her. And no, he's just going to back off after that. Great job by Kha'Zix throwing out the harass. That's quite a bit, though. Was able to take her down to about half, and he still has this lane push, forcing her to lose out on quite a bit of CS as well. He ends up taking a tower shot, but she should be able to clean this up pretty easily. Yeah. So back to the CS, junglers are pretty much even. Amumu is up by 2 CS and 2 assists, so he's definitely being a little bit more effective in lane because of those bandage tosses. He's able to get a stun as well as a gap closer on top of that. The red team is pinging for the blue buff, but Xin Zhao in the meantime wards it and takes it. He is going to be caught out of position here. Are they going to be able to pick it up? There is no hyper reverse. No level 6. Yes, nice bandage toss. Possibly Curse of Sad Mommy coming out. No, it's just going to be a normal Taric stun. And, oh, wow, he does actually use it in the end. Very interesting choice. I don't think that was the best thing to do. But in mid lane, or top lane, we're going to have a big engagement. And beautiful max range Apprehend coming out. Going to have an overload with the Ignite and the Dunk with the bleeds. That is a dead... Wow. I can't believe it lasted that long. That was super close. Oh, Taric and... Oh, this could not be good. They're both kind of position. Stuns going on both the AD carries. Hyper reverse kinetic changer coming out. Corrosive charge. That's going to be a lot of damage. Taric is so low. Ends up going down. And all he needs is one more auto attack, and that shield explosion should be able to kill him. No, he's able to pop the shield before he's going to explode it. Wow. So they were able to take out the AD carry for the Taric support. Great job by Red Team being able to be on top of that exchange. Sion's a little bit tankier as far as he just has that damage absorption shield instead of the armor buff that he gives to everybody. Oh, and Kha'Zix going on the leaps and doing as much damage as he can. Not really doing too much since they weren't able to be caught out of position. Mid lane, Lux is still ahead by just a little bit. They're tied in CS, but she's up a kill, and that's really what's beneficial in this case. And then in bottom lane, Graves is absolutely destroying the Urgot right now, up by about 30 CS. Urgot's up by 1 kill though. We have quite a bit of action. Nice little job. Oh, and a snare at the tower. Is that going to happen? Kha'Zix is going to go in hard in the paint, but the flash, is she going to follow? That is a lot of damage. He does pick up the kill. The banish toss for the kill is going to be the victor. And oh, Rumble may get caught out of position here. We don't know what he's doing. Blue team has a word here, so they know nobody's there. And oh, this could be really bad. A nice stun coming out. Apprehend now going down. And that is going to be a nice little dunk for the free kill. And it's now reset. He may be going for another one, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. Since there's an overheat, bam, that is going to be enough. Wow, he gets the double kill beforehand. Those double buffs really helped. Beautiful play by Darius. Just straight up 2v1, having absolutely no issues. Well, that was a lot of issues. It was close, but, you know, more money, more problems, you know what I'm saying? He's just going to Bay Life it out of there. Wow, that was impressive. And he has quite the lead now. They were tied just a little bit ago, and now he's up by almost 10 CS. Or sorry, 30 CS, which is ridiculous. That's a lot. That's a lot to have an advantage of. And yeah, Graves is still up by about 30 as well. Blue team is in the lead by surprisingly only about 400 gold. So that's actually not as much as I thought there would be. I thought there would be a little bit more of a difference between that, especially with Darius picking up those couple kills. He is ahead in his lane by 1,000 gold, which is relatively significant. But the Phage and the Haunting guys coming out, that's going to be really good for Rumble. He's going to have a little bit more survivability plus a little bit more damage. But I don't know how long that's going to last. Lux is in mid lane. She may get caught out of position. Oh no, it doesn't look like it quite is going to go through. Yeah, Lux is... She's playing it safe. She knows something's going on. There was a ward there, so she did see Xin Zhao on the brush. She wasn't going to be stupid about it. Nice little ward coming out from the blue team, and the red team has a ward here in the jungle. A really nice aggressive ward. Well, I guess kind of a defensive ward, but it's aggressive at the same time. They're able to see Xin Zhao. Are they going to catch him out of position? Yes, they will. That is going to be a free corrosive charge. Vanish toss now coming out, and Curse of the Said Mummy getting 2 members plus the kinetic reversal. That is going to be a very, very dead. Wow, Graves comes in from the side, throws in everything that he can, and wow, that flash dazzle was definitely not going to go through. Whew, the shield from Sion was just a little bit too much in mid lane. Wow, Lux doing so much damage. Almost kills the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix goes down to less than 150. And Darius is now in the mid lane, but so is Rumble. This is going to be a very interesting exchange. Too much overheating, I think, from Rumble. He needs to manage his spells and his cooldowns a little bit better. I think he may be able to win those fights. Like, I don't think he should have lost that fight originally when it was the 2v1. I really just don't think that would have happened if he was managing his spells properly. Let's see what he is leveling up. Looks like, yeah, his Flame Spitter is the first thing he's leveling up, and then the Electro Harpoon. Relatively standard. Usually you start out with the Harpoons to help last hit. A lot of people really do. Yeah, he overheated again. Wow. If he got caught out of position there, that could have been really bad. But luckily for him, he did have a ward here. So great job. Xin Zhao and Kha'Zix may be going for the blue buff steal once again. They do have a ward over that wall. Red team's pinging it off hardcore like crazy. Oh, Amumu is scared though. He knows that they're there. He could get sandwiched so hard. Wow, Amumu sees him, doesn't do anything, and wow, that's a huge ult. And, oh, an instant explosion from Urgot. Way too much. Definitely not going to happen in that case. Amumu is here. They don't have a ward in this brush. They're just going to leash it outside of the brush, and they don't have any real damage dealers. They do have Lux to help out with that, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Lux, does she steal it? No. Unfortunately, she doesn't steal it. The jungler will have to take it with the smite. You know, not a bad trade-off. They're still able to get it. Lux, wow, getting completely blown up on. She does have that shield. It helps significantly, but it's still not going to be enough since... yeah, it's not going to be enough. So the barrier just... yeah, it's not going to shield her for a whole lot. Especially what kind of damage Kha'Zix does. He already has the Brutalizer. He has those boots mobility. He has the Tear of the Goddess just stacking up as fast as possible, which could be really good for them. And red team at the bottom was end up losing their tower to the blue team. Looks like the Graves and the Sion are just doing a phenomenal job outlaning the Urgot Taric lane. It's definitely not good, of course. It's never good when somebody loses the lane, but since Urgot's down by so much, he's still up by 1 kill, but he is still down overall in the long run by almost 50 CS at this point. So it's really hard lane to say. Is Lux going to throw her ultimate just to farm this way? That is the question. She's going to throw out the snare, and wow, there's a lot of damage coming on. Urgot once again goes down, and Taric is going to have to run away, but the Cryptic Gaze for the stun is going to be able to pick it up, and Sion's just running around and letting the shield blow it up. In the meantime, wow, Lux was able to pick up the Kha'Zix. I don't know how that happened at all. She's able to flash out of the way. Kha'Zix goes in, and wow, the shield goes out. Is she going to be able to kite long enough? Yes, she will with that laser. Absolutely beautiful play by the Lux at the same time that the shield from Sion is able to pick up that kill. Which I'm not exactly sure why they let Sion pick up the kill instead of Graves just picking it up. It's an interesting choice. Sion actually has 24 CS, so he's doing a pretty good job himself at just CSing. As a support, so I don't know if he's just using it strictly for pushing purposes or if they're somewhat splitting the CS. I mean, Graves is so far ahead at this point that it almost doesn't matter that he's losing CS, but the more that you can win your lane, the better is, you know, always the case. The kill count right now is still 10 to 10, but the only bad thing about that is that Amumu on the red team is the one that's picking up majority of the kills. He has 4 himself. Urgot still has 3, but he got those 3 early. He hasn't been able to get one in quite some time, so I'm a little bit worried about his future in the industry of League of Legends. We could have another nice Cryptic Gaze coming out. Oh, he's going to blow up their shield just in time. Oh, and now that is a beautiful Shatter Radiance combo coming down, but the stun on Urgot is going to be enough for him to back off, plus the quick draw out of there. And Sion's actually doing a great job at support. And while the stun, even his harass isn't doing too bad. Nice job. Oh, we have an ignite going down now onto him. Is he going to throw out the ultimate? It doesn't look like he does have it, but I don't think he wants to do it anymore. And this could be really bad. This is going to be most likely a double kill. Yes, Graves picks up a double kill. Well, Darius in the meantime is going to possibly go down, gets the dunk off. And that is another double kill for the blue team. 2 double kills at the same time. 1 for Darius, 1 for Graves. The 2 people that you really don't want to feed on their team are the people that they are pretty much feeding. It's definitely not a good situation for the red team to be in. They're going to have to make some drastic changes if they want to continue this game. I don't know what they're going to do. Their main bruisers are real beefy. They've taken 2 towers now. So the blue team is just skyrocketing themselves into the lead. Nobody's taken Dragon yet, which is kind of surprising. It's been almost 19 minutes now. Yes, 19 minutes, and still no Dragon attempts have even been made. It hasn't been like there was a Dragon fight and everyone was too low, or they decided not to. It was just a dance. It was just, it never even came close to happening. Oh, this could be really bad for Rumble. We're almost completely getting set up right now. If we have a flash apprehend, that could be good, but luckily for him, there is no flash. Rumble sees them? Does he see them? I don't think he would. He does throw out the electromagnetic harpoons. I think he possibly saw one of them from the minions. Just right on the side there. That's most likely what happened, and he's like, I see you. Eventually he ended up just throwing those harpoons so he could farm in peace just to back them off. Urgot and Taric really need to start playing more passively. I'm a little bit disappointed that they're not really adjusting their playstyle to the situations that are happening. Lux is still able to get quite a bit of CS. She's at 123, pretty much staying even with the Kha'Zix. Has even kills and assists. So she's doing a great job, but oh, Darius coming into the jungle. This could be really, really bad news for them. And in the meantime, Graves goes down. This could also be bad. Kha'Zix coming in, and bam, that is going to be a ton of front-loaded damage. Able to pick up the kill on the Urgot. And now, wow, that is going to be a beautiful apprehend after the stun. And Taric goes down as well with that. Oh my gosh, yes, Kha'Zix does go down to the combination of the Lux Laser and the Equalizer. Oh, curse the sad mummy now going down, getting two members of the blue team. Lux is super low, but she's going to be able to gather another beautiful Banish Hush. She's going to get a nice snare. Actually goes on to... wow, those double dunks with the apprehend. Is this going to be enough? He gets another one, and that is a triple kill for the Darius. 8-1-1 with 122 CS. I don't see the red team coming back from this. That was a beautiful play. The Lux threw out her light binding, and I'm actually surprised it didn't hit the Darius, to be honest. It looked like it did, but it ended up hitting the Xin Zhao, even though he was next to him and not really in front of him. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it was definitely weird. Now Sion's actually really good at taking this dragon. Oh, this could be really bad. Are they going to go for the fail flash from Sion? Is going to put him in a bad situation. A great Dazzle Shatter Radiance combo. Is he going to be able to pick it off? No, he won't. But oh, Graves is here now. Graves just barely avoids that corrosive charge. And oh, nice job by him because he already quick drawed. He was able to get that third auto attack on the ward. So that is a wasted ward by Taric, but wow, that was just a beautiful play overall. Red team is not giving up, and that's what I like to see. There's still some fight in them. They are down by quite a bit. They're down by about 8,000 gold at 22 minutes, which is definitely not good. Dragon is dead. I don't recall who took that, though. I didn't actually notice who took it. I'm assuming it was the blue team, though. I'm pretty sure it's a safe guess to say that it was the blue team that was able to pick that up. And uh-oh, Darius coming around from the back. This could be really bad. Oh, yep, Darius is there. He's going to get a nice little twirly. Apprehend both of them, and that is going to be a buckshot collateral damage, doing an insane amount of damage. The Dunkatize Me coming out onto Urgot, and that is going to be a nice double kill for the Graves. Good guy Darius is giving away the kills, and holy cow, that is going to be very dangerous for the entirety of the red team. Now that Graves has 7 kills and Darius has 8, I mean, it was 10 kills to 10 kills, and all of a sudden now it's 21 to 13. So a huge shift. Oh, and a flash light binding coming out, not even coming close. I think she severely underestimated that, or overestimated it. And oh, this is a nice little bit with, oh, the apprehend getting 4 members. Oh, the Equalizer and the longest Banish toss I've ever seen. That was the longest I've ever seen. And Rumble is going to go sky high after that. And wow, Graves just tanks the tower for days because he doesn't really care, I guess. I don't know if there's a surrender vote or not. It doesn't seem like there was. That is going to be the third tower of the game. All outer towers of the red team are now eliminated. So this is going to make them lose a lot of map pressure. But the blue team is in a significant lead. They're up by 10,000 gold at 24 minutes. So doing a great job being ahead by getting that 2,000 gold advantage in 2 minutes. If they can continue to snowball like this, it's going to be very dangerous for the red team. The red team right now, at this point, they really just need to mitigate their losses and make sure that they either do even exchanges or they don't lose, 2,000 gold every 2 minutes, because that would be really, really bad for them. They're going a little bit more defensively. They're going to try to clear out their jungle just a little bit, which will help, definitely. It'll help mitigate their losses. They'll get a little bit more gold, a little bit more experience, and that's definitely helpful, of course. I mean, you can't underestimate the power of levels. At this point, the entire blue team is probably going to hit level 16 before the red team. So if the blue team all hit level 16 and then force a fight, it's going to be real ugly for the red team. So they're going to have their level 3 ultimates against level 2 ultimates. And it may not sound like a lot, but considering all their other spells will do more damage as well, it's not going to be a good position. And a lot of times people underestimate the later levels of shifting. Oh, wow, beautiful Curse to Send Mummy. Followed up by the Equalizer and the Laser. That's a great fight. Everything that the red team could hope for. Now they're signaling to fall back. They were able to pick up the Xin Zhao, but holy cow, they were not able to pick up anybody else. Graves with a beautifully timed flash, which I was actually pretty shocked that he was able to get off, to be honest. This nice Cryptic Graves with the Apprehend. Amumu is going to get a Bandage Toss out. The dunk now going on to Amumu. Amumu going down, and Kha'Zix is caught out of position. What is he going to do? Yes, he's just going to be able to run away. Taric is now out of position by himself. Fails the flash over that wall. And oh man, Kha'Zix is just going into rampant beast mode. And he is not having a good time. Blue team is hammering away at this tower. Going to be able to take it on real easily. Sion with just his Death's Caress, that shield is helping a lot more than you may think. But his Enrage is really also what's helping. Enrage will give him, just that little bit of AD, which is relatively significant, especially against those towers. So as a support, he's actually still doing quite a bit of damage to the towers, which is really helpful. They're able to take those towers and disengage right away. And wow, Kha'Zix still in the fight. Wow, beautiful flash coming out and missed on the light binding. Definitely not good, but it looks as if they will be able to pick that up without any problems. Was able to trade 1 for 1. Not something Kha'Zix really wants to do, especially against a Rumble who's not worth anything. Kha'Zix really wasn't worth much himself, but most likely worth more than the Rumble. In case you didn't know, the more times you die in succession, the less amount of gold you're actually worth for picking up the kill. And the same goes opposite. Like, the more kills you have without any deaths, the more gold you're worth. Which is why killing sprees will give you bonus gold. Godlike, people that are legendary and stuff, they give you 800 extra gold, which is really significant if you think about it. So at this point, if they do end up picking up the Darius, that's going to be a really nice... whoever picks up that kill is going to be able to pretty much finish or pick up a relatively big item, or at least their own mid-game item at that point. So you're going to get 800 gold just from the shutdown, and that is not to be underestimated. Blue team is now pinging off the dragon. This is going to be the second dragon of the game at 20 minutes. I don't think, the red team is definitely not going to contest it. The only person I think would possibly be Lux for a steal. She just was not in position, nor did I think she really wanted to waste it on trying to do that. Even though it's on such a low cooldown, she's not level 16. She's not even actually close to level 16. So in the end, I think that might have been a good choice for her to try to steal that dragon. I don't think she would have been able to outsmite it from the Xin Zhao, but you never know. I don't even know if Xin Zhao even tried to smite it. I think he was saving it for the Lux Laser to attempt to steal it. Wow, a ton of damage going down. Graves going super, super low, and that is going to be a beautiful pickup. They were able to bust out that kill. They're gonna have no more issues anymore. Dun 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 dun. Red team is starting to come back. They're definitely on their way. They need to keep playing safely. They need to keep playing the way they are playing, and just kind of out-positioning and outplaying the blue team. Even though the blue team is fed, they're a little bit overconfident. So it may just be that the blue team needs to reorganize, resituate, and stop doing stupid plays, and then they'll be able to, you know, accelerate their lead ahead even further and just finish off the game. So as of right now, the red team's doing a great job. They were about 10,000 gold behind, and actually no, now they're 12. So they're still getting behind. They're still losing towers, but it's taking a lot longer for the blue team to get that advantage. So instead of 2,000 gold in 2 minutes, it took them another 2,000 gold, but it took 8 minutes instead. So hopefully in the next 10 minutes or so, the red team could stabilize their losses and just be down by about 15,000 gold. Just completely mitigate it, which, you know, is still not good to be down by 15,000 gold. But at that point, then you can start making your comeback. And if they decide to do that, or if they're able to do that, oh man, Lux still is not level 16. That is going to be extremely difficult to take this Baron, if that's going to be
Morning, guys. What's on the agenda?
At 9:27, I'm going to give you a ticket the second your meter expires.
I don't know what
Sweet.
happened.
Professor.
I'm moving your 1015 class way across campus.
Making me sprint to be on time.
You can try.
Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Sometimes things just randomly play. Lux is going to get a nice little bit of damage on this Kha'Zix, take him down to about half, but it's really not going to be enough. He has the Bloodthirster, he has that mana unit, and almost completely upgraded to the Mermana. Almost. Has the Brutalizer with a pickaxe. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to plan to build with that. So we'll see if he ends up going for a... Oh, that is a lot of damage going on to Sion. Sion's getting aggroed by the Baron so hard. Gets down pretty low, but he has the health and he actually has the tankiness to withstand it for that amount of time, which was kind of surprising, actually. Oh, Kha'Zix doing quite a bit of damage. Xin Zhao now coming in, gets stunned. Oh my gosh. And that is a ridiculous amount. Curse the Sad Mummy coming out. Oh, the dunk now onto the Urgot. And oh man, Urgot's so super low, ends up going down. Darius is almost dead. The leap keeps going back and forth, and that's a double kill for the Graves. Another leap coming out. That is going to be a kill for the Kha'Zix and a triple kill for the Graves. 4 for 1 exchange in favor of the blue team. And okay, so this is a beautiful play coming out from the blue team. They're just going to take this Baron. Since they're all super, super low, it's a good idea for that to continue to happen. They don't really want to push since they're just a little bit too low. They don't have minions really pushing any particular lane. So they're just going to take Baron, go back, recall, use the gold that they have, because almost everybody has over 1,000 gold on their team right now. So they're just going to use all 1,000 of that gold. Ooh, nice. Very interesting play by Darius. He actually pulls the Hex Drinker as well as the Negatron Cloak, not getting that much armor. He knows that he's not really going to be taking that much damage from Urgot. Majority of it's magic. You know what, from the other 4 champions that they have on their team, pretty much all do magic damage. So getting more magic damage is definitely, or getting more magic resist is going to be the way to go in this game. And he realizes that, and that's why he's doing it. Nice. So let's see, Darius is up by 20 CS as well as 4 kills. Xin Zhao is up by about 30 CS, but down by 3 kills. Kha'Zix is up by about 20 CS and up by 3 kills. Sion is up by 50 CS, which is kind of surprising. That's a lot for a support, even if it is 34 minutes in the game. But he's up by, you know, 40 CS with 2 additional kills. And Graves is up by 90 CS. Holy cow, up by 90 CS as well as 7 kills. So Graves compared to Urgot, that is just a joke, basically. Urgot's getting absolutely demolished, but pretty much every single lane, every single champion is losing, except for possibly the Amumu is the only real one. But he's still down by 2,000 gold because they lost out on 2 dragons, Baron, and 6 towers. When the red team doesn't have a single tower, great job pulling the Amumu. Curse the Sad Mommy, beautiful play by him. He's able to get a great laser as well as an equalizer onto the whole team. And wow, that dunk is just going to keep coming out. Lux gets the shutdown, but then gets destroyed by the Kha'Zix. And wow, Sasha Gray HD is really just able to pull that up, and that is rumbled instantly down to half health. And they're gonna focus this inhibitor, and this should be the first inhibitor of the game at 35 minutes. The red team doesn't seem like they have any hope. I don't know what they can do to really take this back. 4 members are still dead. The next 2 people alive are going to be Amumu and Taric in 14 seconds. They take the first Nexus tower, and a couple of them are backing off. I don't know if they just decided they don't want to finish this or not, but I think they could have easily done that in time.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they just decided to go back entirely. Rumble's coming up, doing as much damage as it can. Xin Zhao's going to tank this tower, and the overheat is going to follow through. Bandage Trust beautifully landed. They had a ward there, so they knew exactly where he was going to be. And oh man, this is going to be real good for Amumu. He can spam his tantrums with all these minions here, and that is going to be real useful for him. Oh, misses the bandage toss, but the laser is going to be able to finish it up. And that is a dead Xin Zhao. Getting rid of as many of those Baron buffs as possible is going to be their next move. With only 1 inhibitor down, it's still recoverable, but they are losing by about 20 CS or 20,000 gold at this point. Being down by 20,000 gold is not a joke, though. That is way too much gold to be down by. I feel really bad for the red team because I feel that their team fights were so good, but their bottom lane was just not quite there. They were so close. I mean, it's just like every fight they got into was like a 1-for-1 or 1-for-2, but they were so low. For some reason, that Sion was just able to out-support that Taric some reason. Because every fight that both of them had was an all-in, when I think that Taric and Urgot should have done more poking than all-inning. Just because they had to heal, and you know, the Taric doesn't. And that is going to be quite a bit of damage. Kha'Zix going, oh no, yeah, he's not actually even going to take anything from that, but bringing Lux down to half HP with just 1 spell is just a ridiculous amount. Those void spikes are doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Yeah, if he can hit all 3 of those spikes basically on the same target, that is pretty much an instant kill. That's quite a bit of damage. He does have that last Whisper, Bloodthirster, the Maramana, and the Blood. Wow, he has 2 Bloodthirsters. Great bandage toss. Apprehend now coming out. Amumu is getting completely caught out of position. He tries to flash in there and get Curse the Sad Mummy at the last second. He gets jumped before it can go off. Taric ends up going down, and wow, that is going to be a lot of damage going down. Yeah, Rumble goes down, and the lead with the Void Spikes with the follow-up auto attacks, and that is a triple kill for Kha'Zix. 5-for-0 coming out for the blue team, and wow. perfectly played, perfectly executed. Great job by the blue team. Yeah, that was just overall a really, really good game. Congratulations to the blue team. GG to the red team. And again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Plus, it makes me feel good, and I like feeling good. Don't want to be sad. You know, it's a fresh new year of 2013. Tis the season for giving. Actually, I don't know if it's that season anymore, but still, whatever. If you guys have any requests for any particular champions or players, you know, on any server, I think the only server I don't have access to right now is Korea, which is really unfortunate because I would love to cast some Korean, even Taiwanese. I don't think I have access to the Taiwan servers either, but if I had access to either of those, I would cast those probably more frequently since they're underseen. A lot of people don't know what they're capable of. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.